While hiking alone deep in the woods, a man noticed something unusual among the trees. A massive, dark figure standing unnaturally still behind a thick trunk. At first, he thought it might be a bear, but the shape was too upright, too human-like. Gripped by curiosity and fear, he pulled out his phone and began filming. The short, shaky footage shows a bulky, shadowy humanoid form peering from behind the tree, its broad shoulders and towering frame briefly visible before the hiker panics and flees the scene. The video ends abruptly, but many who have seen it believe it could be one of the clearest modern glimpses of the legendary Bigfoot. Late one evening, a property owner deep in the Appalachian mountains was drawn outside by unsettling noises coming from the edge of their backyard. Heavy footsteps and low growls echoing from the tree line. Grabbing a flashlight and their phone, they began to record, sweeping the beam across the dark woods. For a moment, everything seemed still, until the light caught something that made their heart stop. A tall, broad-shouldered figure crouched low to the ground. Its frame was covered in dark fur, and its head was unmistakably canine, with pointed ears and glowing yellow eyes that reflected the light like an animal's. The creature appeared to watch the homeowner in silence before quickly darting back into the trees, disappearing into the night. The short, shaky footage that remains has sparked intense debate online, with many claiming it may be the clearest evidence yet of the legendary dogman said to roam the Appalachian wilderness. A hiker exploring a remote forest trail caught sight of something unusual moving between the dense trees ahead. He managed to record a few seconds of video showing a large brownish figure passing through the undergrowth on the far side of the clearing. The form appeared upright and broad-shouldered, but was difficult to clearly identify through the thick vegetation. The brief clip has left the uploader convinced he may have encountered Bigfoot deep in the woods. While driving to their campsite late at night in rural Kansas, a family spotted a large, dark, bipedal figure moving just beyond the edge of their headlights. The shape appeared to stride upright before quickly disappearing into the darkness. Shaken by the brief sighting, the family later described it as unlike any animal they'd ever seen, leading some to wonder if they had crossed paths with Bigfoot.
Cars get away from the lights. Hey, there's a shooting star.
Oh, that's a cool. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, cool.
Maybe I can pull out here and see. Careful, better not drive off in the lake. Lake's low.
Wait, what the heck is that right there?
What the?
A woman out for a walk with her dog in the woods was casually filming the lush green scenery when something unexpected appeared in the background of her video. Upon reviewing the footage later, she noticed a large dark figure standing partially obscured among the trees. The shape appears upright and motionless, with a broad frame that contrasts sharply against the forest backdrop. Though she hadn't noticed it at the time, viewers who have seen the clip believe she may have unknowingly captured evidence of Bigfoot.
Isn't this gorgeous? Isn't this gorgeous?
While taking a leisurely walk through the dense woods, a family stumbled upon something that made them stop in their tracks. Perched beside a large tree just ahead, they saw a strange figure, unlike anything they had expected. The creature appeared unusually large and hunched, its dark, matted fur blending into the shadows of the forest. Long limbs draped awkwardly, giving it an almost human-like silhouette, yet its movements were swift and deliberate. For several tense moments, the family simply stood and watched as it shifted slightly, seemingly aware of their presence, but offering no clear indication of its intentions. Then, almost as suddenly as it appeared, the figure slipped silently into the underbrush, leaving only the rustle of leaves behind. The family was left shaken and puzzled. Had they glimpsed the legendary Bigfoot, or was it something else entirely lurking in the depths of the woods? A trail camera set deep in the forest captured a series of intriguing images showing the back of a tall, dark, hairy figure moving away from the lens. The being's broad shoulders and upright posture are clearly visible as it strides into the trees, disappearing into the dense underbrush. Though the pictures offer no close-up details, many who have seen them suggest the images could depict Bigfoot silently traversing its wooded domain. A hunter in Logan County, Utah, was scanning the canyon in broad daylight when he spotted a large, dark humanoid figure moving across the open ground. The figure was far off in the distance, tall, broad-shouldered, and distinctly upright. It walked with a slow, steady stride toward the tree line at the edge of the canyon. In the clear daylight, its dark shape contrasted sharply against the pale rocks and brush, leaving the hunter frozen as he tried to make sense of what he was seeing before it vanished into the trees.
Look at the Logan Canyon Bigfoot video. We're going to zoom in on the Bigfoot subject as close as possible, including a size comparison with the 6 feet tall, 200-pound man. A deer hunter who wants to remain anonymous left camp to attend a meeting in Garden City with his son. They spotted the subject, dark brown head to toe, walking along a dry creek bed. The driver does not believe in Bigfoot, exclaims, "What is he doing?" explaining how dangerous it is to be walking around covered in brown during an active rifle hunt. I altered his voice for anonymity. His son from the passenger side was filming the creature. That was the only thing said during the short video. He doesn't believe in Bigfoot, thought it was a guy being crazy, and had to be to a meeting at a certain time. We're going to do a lot more with this video than we had in the past. We're really going to zoom in on the subject, and then we're also going to zoom in on a size comparison. Towards the end, there will be a size comparison with a 6 foot tall guy. Personally, I was really skeptical of the video till the size comparison. Over 10 years of seriously studying Bigfoot sightings, researching the locations, I have found that Bigfoot is going to be where Bigfoot wants to be. During the game hunts, Bigfoot sightings increase. There are more people in the woods, off-trail, bushwhacking, and I believe it pushes the creatures around and forces them to leave the area of cover for another, sometimes better area, exposing themselves during the day, uncharacteristic for Sasquatch. Take a close look at the creature. It appears to be brown in some parts, dark brown to black in others, all the way down to the fingertips. It's carrying no bow, no rifle, no backpack, or anything else. If it was a hunter in camo, you would expect it to at least have one piece of equipment. No equipment, nothing. What's it doing out there? During the bow hunt, hunters will wear camo, ghillie suits, whatnot. During the rifle hunt, it is illegal not to be wearing a certain amount of hunter orange. So if this was a hunter, he's breaking the law. He's also endangering himself, possibly get shot by someone that does not see him blending into the background or mistaking him for some game. In my opinion, the creature has to make quick decisions to avoid hunters during the hunt, and making fast, calculated risk decisions, it sometimes gets spotted as it leaves an area being bushwhacked by active hunters to another area that it probably deems safer. The man on the right, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, he dressed in dark colors and wore a dark ball cap. For size comparison, you can tell that the creature is twice as thick and just towers over him by a foot or two. Now, they are in perfect alignment. You can see the little clearing part along the creek bed. They are lined up perfectly. This creature is huge compared to a tall man. The size comparison was done after the rifle hunt.
While standing beneath a waterfall and filming its cascading waters, a hiker unknowingly captured something unusual in the background. To his right, a large dark figure can be seen walking through the trees above him, moving off into the dense woods. The hiker later emphasized that he hadn't seen another person all day, making the sighting all the more mysterious. Though brief and distant, the footage has sparked speculation that he may have inadvertently recorded Bigfoot in its natural habitat. While hiking along a secluded forest trail, a man managed to capture a brief glimpse of a tall, dark figure standing near a large tree. The distance and thick undergrowth made it difficult to make out any distinct features, but the figure appeared upright and unusually broad-shouldered. Though the sighting was fleeting, it was enough to leave the hiker, and those who have seen the footage, questioning whether he had stumbled upon Bigfoot in the woods.